Alright, for the backgrounds of the cards, I have some 140-pound watercolor paper ready to go, cut at 4 by 5 1/4, so 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I have my Meilang watercolor palette right here. It is perfect. It's a great travel palette. It closes nicely. It's just one of my favorites, and I use it all the time. And so I recommend these pigments. I love it. Alright, so I want to just get some I just want to make a background, and I'm going to use a brush. It doesn't matter what kind. I'm using a Skoda Versatile. It really doesn't matter. I just love this brush for the long barrel of it. But a flat brush works. It doesn't matter. And I'm just going to spray down my watercolor paper. I'm going to do one that's more like blues, and one that's more like girly, and more like pinks and reds, and so we're just gonna kind of play. And I love this. I love this background play color time, because I can really just play with my colors and see which ones I like, which ones I'm not loving. And we'll just start. I'm just gonna add some pigment. We're going to let it bleed. This is a great exercise for those that are new to watercolor, that just want to play with their colors. Like, I love getting my palette out and just playing with color. And then you get to see kind of what other colors you might like, and what blends well together, and maybe what doesn't blend well together. And we're just, this is called a variegated wash, so there's no I mean, it's magical. Look at how beautiful that just blends together. But this is not a new thing, and I do these experiments all the time, because I really like knowing what my pigments will do on the paper. So then when I want to paint something like a seascape, I'm like, oh yeah, remember these two colors really work well together, or remember this, I really liked how that worked together. Because watercolor will react to differently to different pigments. It's just the nature of it. I did want to add a little bit of like almost black or purple, so I'm gonna try it. Right, we're all about playing. I just want something. It's probably gonna be a little gray. I like that. I'll add some right down here too. Maybe not too much. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some of this metallic. I feel like I just need a little bit. And this is like very loose, very fluid. Thinking like, think like tea-like consistency to start with. I can always go back in and add darker pigment if I need to. I'm hoping I won't. And that's indigo. Look at how pretty that is with the light blue. I'm gonna now you can tape your paper. I don't ever tape my paper because I like to move my paper around a lot, and it just kind of gives it fun. That was ultramarine blue. That was really pretty. I'll add some more right here, I think, and then add some more Prussian blue. I think the Prussian blue is just becoming my favorite. If I feel like it's too thick, I'll just add some more water to it. It's really quite lovely. I'm loving it. I see a little bit more pigment where I feel like it just needs a little bit more pop to it, but I think that's going to dry and look just lovely. And it does dry flat. Once it dries, it will dry flat like this. So we'll put it aside, let it dry, and come back to it. Now let's do like a pinky girly color card. And I think I will start with this beautiful purpley color. This is Venetian red. Oh, I just love that. It's really quite purple. That's really pretty. That's not Venetian red. It says it is, but it is definitely not violet red. Now that makes sense. That is violet red. And since we got this beautiful red, pinks and reds going, let's see. I'm going to go back into the Rizalin. Ooh, look at that. That's really pretty. I need some more of that beautiful pink color. This could almost work for a Valentine's Day card, I think. But look at how beautiful this pigment is. I just love this pigment. I mean, it is so buttery and so rich, and I barely have to work at it. It re-wets itself. It reconstitutes so nice. I just can't get over it. I'm going to try some of this red. Add some of that in. Woo! Wasn't expecting it to do that. That's fun. Definitely added a lot more to it. That's really fun. Let's go back into, I really like this violet color. Don't want a whole lot of lines. Whew, look at that. That's going to look beautiful. I think I'm going to add a couple more darks right just in here. Right in there. Alright, we're going to let this dry and we'll come back to it and finish this card up. I don't think I'm going to use too much more of this iridescent color. Maybe just a little bit down there, and if I do it that way I'm going to add it right there. Alright, now we're going to let that dry. I always love doing variegated washes. There's so many ways to use variegated washes. This is just the first of many ways that I play with my watercolor. Alright, and I usually have a towel underneath. I don't know what happened. I was too excited to start painting. Okay. Alright, we're going to let that dry. And we're going to let this dry, and we'll come back to it, and we'll finish up our card. We'll do our die cutting and finish up our card. That'll look beautiful. Alright. I wanted to add some cute little things to the card, so I am using the Little Critters Christmas, but I really like the winter part of it, the fox, the polar bear, and the penguin, and the moose. And then I'm also using, for my female cards, I am using these two for like their birthday. I'm just going to put them on top of the card just to add a little bit to it to make them really cute. So I already positioned them onto my watercolor paper, and now I'm just going to stamp them. I have it on my Misty. I really love my Misty, and I really love being able to stamp on watercolor paper. Right. It really has made a big difference. And then I just some of my cute little characters down right here. I use the, and I usually have to do this snow. I use this penguin and this one, super cute for birthdays. And then I also use Little Critters Christmas from Tailored Expressions. I use the moose, the penguin, the fox, and the polar bear. I don't know if I'll use all of those critters for this card, but I always like to have extras just to have. So we'll move this out of the way, and we'll just paint this real quick. I'm not going to fuss too much. This is just like an added little bonus, so I'm going to keep it kind of simple. And I'm going to paint the fox with some brown, cute little brown. Like, this is the Meilang watercolor set. I love this set so much. This is my go-to watercolor set for cards. And this is a very tea-like consistency. It's very, very wet, and that's okay, because I want it to dry really light, actually. Again, I just want this to be like just a afterthought almost. Like, it'll be way cute once I get more colors in, but I'm not worrying about that yet. looks good. I have a color scheme. I have this brown
let's
and
cut out
anything
our
happening
Celebrate
and just
You
the simple penguin colors. I think this is gonna look
card.
perfect
This is
for
just
my
the
card.
die.
Alright, so I'm gonna put all of these on, tape them, and run it through my die cut machine. It's working. I already did this one. I just lined it up and then I put some washi tape on it. You don't have to. I'll line this up. Get some of my tape. That looks good. And then I'll line up all of them and run it through my die cut machine. And we have these beautiful little cutouts that we can put on our cards. These are so darling. So darn cute. I think we got some really cute ones to work with. Alright. And now,
Alright, I got my
assemble
pieces cut, my panels watercolored. Now it's time to assemble all of it.
Here's another
Alright,
one.
so for the first part, I'm just going to add
some. That's going to look super
sticky
cute.
strips all around and in the middle.
Really pretty
and I'll
too.
probably speed it up
these
for
are gonna
you
make
so
some
you're not
birthday
watching
cards.
the whole thing. But I do want to get these strips. I really love these adhesive strips. I get them from Tailored Expressions. And I just love them, and I will just, whatever I don't use, I'll just cut off and use it for a middle part. Up just enough, and that's perfect. I am now going to get my new glue and just glue. Here's a penguin. This one actually had a little like ornament right here. I just cut that off, and you can. Here's another way
no one will ever know.
to add
that like
those
right
little
characters. So I have these two cute little blues and this the polar bear. So I'm just going to add
hit. So
top up.
hopefully I got it.
These strips too. And I already have this cut. This there.
Kind of cut. So
I'm just gonna
put another one right here. Just put that in here. It's probably too big. Just pop that right in there. And this guy can go right like that. And I think that'll be good. Oh my gosh, what a cute card, right? I think a little boy will love this card panel. And it's so easy. And you can make a whole bunch of them in an afternoon. So anyways, I'll mount these onto card bases. And I got 2 more to make. So I'll be doing that as well, and have some extras for birthday boys and girls. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. If you love the cards, please like and subscribe to my channel.